Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do for my electrolysis GCSE required practical is place 50 centimetres cubed of copper chloride solution into my beaker. Now for electrolysis, your measurement doesn't need to be exact, so you don't need to use a measuring cylinder. Just pouring it safely into a beaker is sufficient. So then into that I'm going to place my 2 electrodes. My ones are made of graphite. And I'm going to make sure that they're not touching each other. Then I'm going to attach my crocodile leads. The one that is attached to my positive terminal will be my anode. And the one that's attached to my negative terminal will be my cathode. Then I'm going to turn my power pack on to 4 volts and observe what happens. So immediately I can see that bubbles are being given off at the anode. And as chlorine is a halogen, it's in group 7 in the periodic table, I would expect this to be chlorine gas being given off. And I can test that with blue litmus paper, getting bleached white. At the cathode, I'm expecting to see copper metal being discharged because copper is less reactive than hydrogen. So I can see the bubbling at the anode. And if I pull the cathode out, I can see that copper has been deposited at the electrode. Okay, so once I've cleared that away, next I'm going to place 50 centimetres cubed of sodium chloride solution into a fresh beaker. Place 2 electrodes into that. Attach one to the positive terminal, which will be my anode, and one to the negative terminal, which will be my cathode. And again, turn that on to 4 volts and observe what happens. Straight away I can see that a gas is being discharged at both the anode and the cathode this time. Again, as chlorine is a halogen, I would expect chlorine gas to be discharged at the anode, and I can check that with my blue litmus paper. So if I hold that close, I can see that that's been bleached white. You can also smell the chlorine being given off. Now this time, sodium is more reactive than hydrogen, so at our cathode, we're now getting hydrogen gas being released. And obviously you could collect that and test that with the squeaky pop test.